And so we did a lot of screen tests of actors for Star-Lord. And I remember walking out of like maybe the second set of screen tests or something, and we had seen like, 15, we had screen tests like 15 guys. And I'm going, I remember that night lying sick in bed because I didn't think we had found the right person. But I know what studio execs are like, and they're gonna latch on to somebody and be like, oh yeah, we want this person or we want that person. Because we saw good people. We didn't see anybody that was just perfect for the role. And I went in the next day, like, just ready to be defeated. And Kevin's like, I don't think we found the right guy yet. We got to keep looking. And that's really what it's like throughout the whole process. So Sarah kept trying to get me to see Chris Pratt. And I'm like, what, the fat guy from Parks and Rec? I don't think so. I'm like, he's fat. And she's like, well, no, he really got in shape for Zero Dark 30. I'm like, yeah, but since then he also got fat again. But really, I didn't, it was more, I thought he was goofy. Like, I had seen him in one scene in Parks and Rec. It wasn't a show I watched, but I remember seeing him in one scene in an office where things were falling around. It was goofy and he was getting hit by stuff, and I'm like, that guy? He's stupid. So I kept saying no, and then one day she tricked me because she said she didn't, but she did. She tricked me because I went into the office to see some other actors that I had okayed, and then all of a sudden, oh, here's Chris Pratt, and I'm like, okay, I guess I got to see him read. And so we went in and we watched him read, and this is no lie. I've said the story a million times, and it's 100% true. Within 20 seconds of him auditioning, I'm sitting here, and Sarah was sitting back up on that second level up there. Yeah. And I turned around and I said, he's the guy. And he was. We knew it. I knew it immediately. He was the guy.
I mean, I knew it.
Should we have him leave the room while you answer that?
Well, he knows his story, right? You know the story of how you came about. That I didn't want to see you audition. Yeah. I didn't want to see him audition. I told Sarah Finn, who's our casting director, we went through a lot of people, and we saw a lot of really, really good actors, but I really was looking for somebody who inhabited the role and went beyond it, in the same way Robert Downey did with Tony Stark. And we saw a lot of people, and they were really good, but nobody was quite there, and she kept saying, what about Chris Pratt? And I'm like, the chubby guy from Parks and Rec? I'm not sure. I'm like, no. I'm like, Sarah, get that out of my face. Because she would come up with some other bad ideas, too. And I thought it was a bad idea. And I wouldn't want to see him. And I said no a million times.
Oh, God, I'm so glad that I'm here watching this. Not at home, having not gotten the role.
Yeah. So I'm going to go on about all the bad things I don't like about the actors that didn't get the roles after. No. And I kept saying no. And she said, all right. And I said, I don't want to see him. And so someday I had to go meet with another actor, and she said, okay, and then you're meeting with him, and then you're meeting with Chris Pratt. And I was like, I think she just put one over on me. I thought I said no. Did I agree in the moment of weakness? I don't know. And I went in, and Chris came in and read, and and I'm not kidding. It was 20 seconds is pushing it, and he was maybe reading for 20 seconds, and I went, holy God! And I turned around to Sarah Finn, and I said, it's him. He's the one. He's the one, and I knew it, just completely knew it. And I think the biggest worry was that he was, heavier at the time, and could he lose the weight? But he had lost a lot of the weight for Zero Dark 30,
yeah, so we knew
he was going to do that.
Yeah,
and and we have a common friend, Ben Davis, who was like, you can trust Chris 1,000% to lose the weight, and I trusted him.
Holy shit! It makes total sense. It's totally logical.
Right now, I just saw the assembly, and I got to say that Chris Pratt is, without a doubt, going to be the biggest movie star in the world within the next couple of years. There's nobody like him around today who is able to be such a vulnerable, masculine, heroic, funny hero. It's absolutely astounding to watch, and every day on set it was astounding to watch this guy learn how to be a movie star, and it was a fantastic experience. So that's one of the things I'm excited.
Hello, Chris. It's a real honor to be here. I first met Chris about 5 years ago. He auditioned for Guardians of the Galaxy.
And this is honest to God truth, I knew within 20 seconds that he was the man for the job. He brought a passion and a humor and a charisma to the role that was far beyond what anyone else was able to do during those auditions of over 250 people. And he was amazing. 5 years ago, I said to reporters, Chris Pratt is the biggest movie star in the world. It's just that people don't know it yet. Well, now, here today, people know it. Gables and the Gary Coopers and the Harrison Fords, he is a man of that stature. He has the charisma and the humor of movie stars past, but he also has something that is remarkably and sincerely Chris Pratt, a vulnerability, a sensitivity that no one else on the screen has today. You are one of the best friends I've ever had in my entire life. I love you, and I am so, so fortunate to have you be the person that I'm spending 10 years making movies with. There was a time right when the first Guardians of the Galaxy was about to come out, when Chris and I were backstage before a show, and Dave Bautista, who's over there, was with us. And Chris stayed there, and he put his arms around us, and we linked arms, and he said, let's just remember one thing, because we could tell something big was coming. Something big was about to happen with the movie. And he said, let's just always promise that we'll remain like this to each other, that we'll be kind, we'll remain down to earth, and we'll remain friends. And that's what he's done ever since. I've been true to my word with that, and so is Chris. And again, thank God for you, and congratulations on your new star.
Star-Lord, apparently you lasted 30 seconds in your audition before James realized that you were the one.
Yes.
Wow.
How's that?
Yeah. I don't know. How is it?
It was pretty cool. It was a real feeling out process.
I heard that he was willing to even put CGI abs on you.
Really?
He wanted you so bad.
Oh, really?
He was going to superimpose them.
What?
Yeah.
I find this out now?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Could have saved myself a lot of pain.
You were Chris Pratt's biggest fan?
At the initially?
No, not initially. You didn't even want to look at him.
Initially, I didn't. Yeah, initially, I didn't even. I thought this was crazy. They were like, what about Chris Pratt for the role of Star-Lord? And I was like, the chubby guy from Parks and Rec? You got to be kidding me. That's insane.
He was a little
he
tubby.
can't- He was a tubby dude. He was chubby. He knows he was chubby. He's not going to take that as a put down. But now I really am Chris Pratt's biggest fan. I mean, not only from the movie, but if I've gained one real true friendship through this movie, it's Chris Pratt. And we liked each other so much that we moved in next to each other in London. So it's he's just a great guy, and I tell him he's the De Niro to my Scorsese. I mean, he's a real fun guy to work with.
James Gunn is a rule breaker is because every rule said you don't make a movie with a talking tree, you don't make a movie with Chris Pratt, you don't spend this much money making a movie with a raccoon with a gun. You broke those rules, and dude,
I wasn't listening. I was thinking about how you were a rule breaker and I was going to answer my question. I'm sure. Thank you very much for all those great things you said about me being a rule breaker that I didn't hear. I think you break a rule because you're just your basic dude and it's real. Like, that's the thing. It's like you are really just, Chris is like, he's just a real guy, and he doesn't have the ego. But really, honestly, there's an industry that's around us that's made to fuel our egos. And Chris just isn't about that. He isn't working for that. He's got a wife and a son who he loves, and that may sound like that's not a rule breaker, but in this industry that's so self-serving and so self-centered, to me, that really is a rule breaker, and that's what he is.
We did it!
Excellent work, guys.
Chris Pratt took a long time to get to him. We screen tested over 20 actors, A-list actors, no names, everything in between, and we probably auditioned 150 actors or so, and it wasn't until going through all those people when we thought we were going to lose our minds that we found Chris Pratt, and we were like, oh my God, he's amazing. And I will tell you, the Jackson Pollock joke, which is in the movie, is something that Chris said the first part of it. One time as an improv, and I went in and whispered the second part of it into his ear. So that was something that was said during the filming of the movie.
like
Yondu,
Starhawk,
Charlie 27, Martin X.
Yeah. And so like
You're just repeating names that I was saying.
I'm just repeating names that I said, and
You're repeating names
and stuff.
stuff like that. I'm so bad.
Well, we've got a surprise guest for you
No.
today.
Oh man, that'd have been awesome. Honestly, I don't remember anything about shooting this movie. When I saw the movie, I was like, "You've got to be kidding me! We did that?" It was. I can't recall any good. Oh wait, there was one. No, that's not true. There was one really great moment where. I don't want to give it away because it's going to give away something kind of important. But we had a big impromptu dance party at one point during the movie, which was really fun.
Let Dave in on.
No, we didn't let Dave in on it. So all of a sudden, we're surrounded. We've got hundreds of aliens in this. Super intense alien makeup, several hours per person. On this amazing set, 150 yards by 150 yards, this exterior set. I mean, it's like
200 people.
Literally every second's costing Marvel $20,000. And we were like, hey, I know, as a joke, why don't we have a dance party that Dave doesn't know about? It'll only cost Marvel about $500,000, but God, it'll be really funny.
But she's gone now, so who cares?
Just
I like the raccoon better. This is completely true. That the other day, Chris and I had a drive where we had to drive together for about 2 hours. And during this drive, Chris spent the entire time trying to convince me to allow Star-Lord to shoot Tony Stark in the face and kill him. And he's like, it'll be great. In the first 9 minutes of the movie, he'll kill Tony Stark. Nobody will see it coming. And I was like, Marvel's let us do a lot of crazy things. I'm not sure they're going to let us shoot and kill Tony Stark.
I just think we have to do something shocking. Eventually, you can't pay someone that much to do movies anymore. And if he's going to go, I want it to be because, he tried to hook up with Gamora and then Quill got pissed about it or something. I don't know. Maybe not. Look, they would never hire me to write one of these movies. I just sit around in a trailer and then show up on set and stand on the X and say James's words. But if it was up to me, I'd kill them all, man.
Where's Pratt?
I just came from the back.
You did? He's too good to sit at the table. This tells you how much Marvel expects to win awards, is that I found out about this ceremony, and this is completely honest, about a half an hour ago. And I was in traffic on Laurel Canyon, and they told me, you got to come to this, you might win this award, so come. Whatever the case, I want to thank, Kevin Feige and Marvel, and of course I want to, thank the great actor standing beside me, Mr. Chris Pratt. He, young actor who I single-handedly rescued from obscurity, playing a character called Dwight on
you're thinking of The Office.
TV show called 2.5 People. Right?
Well, I was, that's really cool. He spent the whole movie reminding me of how he's rescued me.
How I've made him. Yeah. Yes. But anyway, really, thank you. Honest to God, it's like, the critics have been, the people that have supported this movie from the beginning. And I remember when Chris and I were first in London and we started hearing about all the critic screenings and people were saying positive things about it. And that is really what kickstarted this film and allowed us to be the #1 movie of the year in America. So thank you.
Yes, thank you.
James Gunn is the future. He's a genius. I tried every day to do just one thing, give myself over to the creative vision of the same man who is up there on that, he spelled there wrong, on that stage now, accepting this award on my behalf. It is truly appropriate for James Gunn to be on that stage in front of all of you. He is and always will be forever my trusted leader and friend. And ladies, he is single, I think. Right? Are you? We haven't talked in a couple of weeks. Doesn't matter, he is single tonight. I'd like to open the bidding at $1 for James. Haha, is he blushing? James, are you red? Ask the audience if you are red. Wait, you have to read this verbatim because if you don't, that's illegal. My name is James Gunn, am I red? What did they say? Text me. I love you, James. It's not a speech anymore. Chris Pratt loves me. My dreams have come true. Chris Pratt loves the troops. Vote Trump. Just kidding. You're fired. Love that show. But seriously, God bless America and God bless James Gunn.
Spoiler alert, James. You can't tell the fans that my character gets beheaded, okay? Because then when my character does get beheaded in Act 3 of the movie, they're not going to be surprised. So, between you and me, don't tell anybody that.
Chris Pratt here with my friend, James Gunn. Who's your favorite Marvel superhero, James?
Rocket.
I'm standing right next to you.
Oh yeah, dude, I love, you're great. You're like my 5th favorite Guardian of the Galaxy. Who's your favorite?
Rocket.
Yeah,
He's really
no
good.
doubt.
Favorite superhero after Rocket? Groot.
All right, we are here live from the set of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and there's a guy who I've been around for about 4 years now, 3.5 years, become a close friend, and we've been through a long, long journey together. And I am wrapping Mr. Chris Pratt from the set of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Give it up one more time for Chris Pratt. Thank you all so much. Hello to all our fans on Facebook. I'm really glad you can see this. That's pretty cool. I want to thank James, who made a 90-day shoot efficient, on time, under budget. Nobody ever does that. And it's due to preparation. The separation is in the preparation. You work your ass off. You have an entire movie done before we even get here to make this movie. And because of you, we all got to see our families a lot more than most people do on a movie like this. So let's give a round of applause to Mr. James Gunn, our director.
So much, I appreciate it.
I was gonna get you.
We also want to let everybody on Facebook know that we have an announcement. We, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, are coming to San Diego Comic-Con this year. We are going to be there. I'm going to be there. Chris Pratt is going to be there. A bunch of the gang is going to be there. And we're going to show you guys something pretty cool.
James's movie. Yes. See you at Comic-Con.
I'm just filled with the giving spirit of charity, and I'm giving it all up. I'm revealing who Star-Lord's father is.
Wait, dude, you can't. You don't understand what a spoiler is. I keep telling you this
I
every
do know
single
what a
time.
spoiler is.
You
I
don't.
had one on my Honda CRX in high school.
Why make a sequel?
Contract.
You're like a tree trunk. That's what you remind me of with your thick muscles.
Yeah.
Yeah, solid tree trunk.
Thank you.
Do you ever find yourself attracted to Chris on set?
Yeah, boner.
Yes.
If James Gunn actually becomes the president of the world, what would be the first thing he does?
Well, he would, if James Gunn, when James Gunn becomes the president of the world, the first thing he'll do is implement a global constitution that the First Amendment will be for everyone in the world to go see Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
What would be your first thing to do when you become president of the world?
I hope to God will never be president of the world, but baby Groot's for everyone if I become president.
Real baby Groot.
Everyone gets a real baby Groot, yes.
Just, it's almost as if the first movie was an opportunity for James Gunn to earn Marvel's trust, and the second movie is an opportunity for him to show what he's actually capable of.
Which is, have you ever smelled a raccoon? No. It's not a wonderful smell. Not a wonderful smell. There are worse smells. Chris Pratt smells worse than a raccoon. But other than that, other than Chris Pratt, most things do not smell as bad as a raccoon.
I think the question was, what makes a great team? And a team is only as good as its leader. For us, that leader is James Gunn, our wonderful director. He wrote an amazing movie, and I think, despite the fact that we're outlaws and we're famous and we're, using our fame to get work around the galaxy as mercenaries, we're doing our best to stay out of trouble, but we're not doing a very good job of staying out of trouble because we're the guardians of the galaxy. So lots of trouble, lots of fun, and we just hope you love it. They are so cocky and rude. They're terrible Americans. Their movie is only okay.
自分以外にね、ここにいる人たちはみんなおバカなアメリカ人で、本当に何も考えていないどうしようもない人々ばかりで、映画も正直出来はそこそこかと思ってます。
施されておりますので、こちらさあということでクリスさんもトライしようとしておりますけれども、さあそれではですね、着せていただいてます。さあ皆さんね、かっこよくスカジさんを着ていただいて。
Could wave or make some movement since we have the TV cameras in the back of the room.
The movie, a little bit.
It only works if you hold it like that.
So sorry.
I'm so sorry.
What's going on here?
Okay, so this scene, can I say what's going to happen?
Are you allowed to?
Yeah, I won't spoil too much.
Okay. 여러분들도 보시면은 웃으시면서 몇 번 보게 될 것 같아요, 이 장면은. Alright,
yes.
And I actually cracked up the entire time watching this. Do you like the mic? How do you feel about
these? And no one will hear me. These mics don't work. They don't do anything.
But they do have our names.
They have our names on it, but they don't do anything. I'm speaking into it right now for no reason.
Yeah.
Alright, so Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is the second time that you two have worked. Iron Man or Captain America? 1, 2, 3.
Iron Man.
Oh, whoa. That
was eerie.
That was
eerie.
Crazy.
We were like the same guy.
In sync. Wow, okay, one more time, okay. Here's another one. Hamburger or hot dog? 1, 2, 3.
Hamburger, yeah. That was good. I just answered right away.
Yeah.
You probably heard what I was going to say and you just said what I was going to say.
hamburger.
Oh, okay. Alright, here we go. 크리스 프렛이 스타로드 역이 아니었다면 어떤 역할로 가오갤을 캐스팅을 했을 것 같다. Alright, here's the question. If 한국에 크리스 프렛의 많은 팬들이 있다, 크리스 프렛의 가장 큰 매력이 무엇이라고 생각하시는지? Alright, there in Korea, Chris has a lot of fans. Chris's most attractive feature. Alright, this could be physically or non-physical. Just write it down. I'll give you 5 seconds. Your own, what you think is your most attractive.
Do you happen to have like a piece of marble and some sandpaper?
I don't, I'm sorry. Let me go. Do you have any marble or sandpaper? No, I'm sorry. We're a little limited on that. You don't have to, you can just write it out, but. 대박. Alright. Ready for the big reveal?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm nervous.
1. I'll get the last finishing touch. This is you. You're depicting yourself. Just keep that in mind. Oh Lord. Alright, ready? 1, 2, 3. Alright,
it says back of head / intestines. I couldn't. It's a tie. It's a draw.
머리 뒤쪽 그리고 내장이 매우 매력적이라고 하시고. Chris, what? I don't know. What is this?
Super cut ass butt cheeks.
네, 엉덩이가 힙업이 잘
That is a
됐다고.
great butt.
Look at super cut ass butt cheeks right there, son.
Is that a dimple?
Man,
It's
or a poop?
It's
It's like a.
Is that a little poop that you didn't wipe?
No! It's a little cut. It's the cutness.
Oh, the cut, the dimple.
That's great.
Oh.
That's great.
Not a dimple. No dimples. No dimples.
Oh,
It's like a jawline. Wait a minute. Don't
the facing.
There you go.
All right, that's wonderful. That's
super dimply ass.
Some butt acne.
매우 매력적이죠. 네. 포장을 해드리려고
All
하는데.
right, we
All
failed.
right.
I guess our friendship
You guys
is
got
over.
0 out of 5. So you guys are best friends.
Hey.
And like a V for neighbor V. We're doing a V. And then did you learn this in when you were in Korea, like the heart thing?
Yeah.
So how about like the finger hearts?
Oh wait,
You,
what do you do?
You have not learned this yet. This is like a heart right here.
So like that?
Yeah, there you go.
I did it?
Yeah, that's it. A heart. A wink.
I just know these hearts.
Oh yeah, those would work too. Ooh. And then a wink. And then we're gonna get a little creative.
Wait.
Like a wink. And then you start smelling.
後日主演のクリスとジェームズ監督が日本のテレビ初なるロケに応じてくれました。
Look, hey! Something about Chris. It's beautiful.
これは実際に着用したものですか？
Yes, that's it. That's the real costume.
さあこれが前作「ガーディアンズ・オブ・ギャラクシー」で実際にクリスが着ていた衣装なんです。
And I don't think I really felt like I was Peter Quill until the moment I put that jacket on in the fitting, and then it all started to work.
日本で思い出いっぱいの衣装を見られて大一発でガチンコ対決。もう伝統おもちゃかそれでも。さあまずはゲーム大好きクリスから。
I win.
No.
まだまだ。
So fun.
初体験のゲームに興奮気味のお二人。しかしなかなか当たりがきません。次々と剣を刺すもののめちゃめちゃ乗ってる。いいコンビだね本当ね。
So fun.
多くの剣を刺すも微動だにしない黒ひげ。そして迎えた6巡目。結構いってますよ。結構いってんね。さすがね。うまいこと刺さっちゃってんだけど。ちっちゃバネよ。$1 million。さあ激戦を制したのはジェームズ監督。プレゼントは$100万ではなく映画にちなみ星が集まっているギャラクシーけん玉。あ、これいい高いやつなんだね。
Wow. Okay.
Is this what you won, or is this another game?
No.
No.
そういうんじゃないの。なんともお茶目な監督。さあ最後に次にお二人が来日した時にはぜひスタジオに遊びに来てほしいとお願いすると。
Listen there, Chris. What's going on?
Oh, hey, James. I feel like I've become this big action star, but I wonder if I should be making, real movies about serious stuff, like stuff by Shakespeare or that other lady from Britain.
Jane Austen?
Yeah.
Chris, the fact is, these are serious movies. Comic books are serious business, and they deserve respect as a viable, vibrant, and I'd argue, essential art form.
Thank you, James. You're right.
Anyway, good talk. Listen, we're shooting the spaceship demolition derby scene next. Stage 3 loses her, babe.